second and third of all, sorry about the fan noise that's going to be happening this entire video.
So, I'm just gonna be getting my Beyonce on while we talk about some real stuff, yes!
Today's video is going to be a little just kind of story, not story, it's going to be about my experience with weight shaming. And I'm not going to get too deep into this video. Well, I might, just in my own case, but I'm not going to like kind of venture out into the entire just crazy realm of westernized, you know, body image goals that are unattainable for the average human being. I just wanted to actually talk about this because I've always had an extremely fast metabolism my entire life. Growing up, like in elementary and stuff, I was very skinny, and I was tall as crap, like literally like the top 2 tall girls, like up until middle school, you know. And I was very, very thin, just kind of skin and bone situation. I was always very physically active also. Yeah, so I guess like in elementary, you know, we all go through our little like sort of teasing situations. I had nicknames like Bones and Stick, and in middle school Giraffe King. And yeah, once we like learned about freaking bulimia and anemia.
What? Anemia?
Definitely not anemia. Bulimia and anorexia in middle school is when like the teasing went a little to that level. Even though kids don't even know what they're talking about, they're just little a-holes.
They learn a new word and then they never let it go for the next 5 years.
During that time, actually in middle school, I went through a sort of a depression because of just personal at-home life and whatever. I was also sad because I was never very self-confident growing up. You know, I had my like select few friends that I loved with all my heart, and like we were tomboyish girls. We just liked to have fun, but it's still like at the end of the day, you still have this like desire, even in middle school, which is crazy, to just be so beautiful and be like this desirable thing.
Like, what are we doing? Like, can we go play freaking tag? Like, why am I thinking about this at that age?
Whatever. So that's kind of how it was growing up. I wasn't really, you know, confident, and I would like always like kind of felt like I was self-conscious at a very young age, which is, it's sad that that's what, you know, kids go through. But so high school comes along, I grow a butt first, okay? Then later on, a couple years later, I get some boob action going, okay? I ended up going back to my home high school after 2 years of not being there. And all of a sudden, all these people that would like make fun of me and like whatever, all of a sudden they want to be my friend and they want to talk to me. They wanted like some random guys I thought that were cute, like all of a sudden want to like,
oh hey, what's up, Christina?
Like, not you, you freaking fakey!
whatever, stupid boys. Just kidding. Oh, that was kind of the first time that I realized, like, you know, people are very much into, like, you always like knew it, you know what I mean? Because you always wanted to be more than what you were. Well, personally speaking, I always wanted to be more than what I was at a younger age. And then once I got like certain like attributes that people were all of a sudden attracted to, I was like thrown for a loop. I was like, oh my gosh, this is what it's like. Like this is crazy.
You still ain't getting none of this, okay?
So fast forward, you know, I ended up like starting Tumblr, started modeling, started like kind of putting myself out there internet wise. It was like this just whirlwind of love, different types. A lot of it was because of the way I physically looked. The people that knew me through Tumblr and like my YouTube, they knew it was deeper than that, but for the most part it was a lot of, especially when Instagram came along, it was just like just wanting, like just acknowledging my physical. Last year actually, I ended up getting sick, lost like about 10 pounds, then continued to lose about 20 more pounds on top of the 10, and ended up like getting into a serious freaking depression that like I didn't even realize like how easy it is to get caught up, because you know I always thought that I was like, you know, for the most part above all of that. I still seem to have let it just break me down, you know what I mean? Like, people were attacking me and like just pointing out the fact that I lost so much weight, and like people were like asking me like, what happened to you? Like, why are you so skinny? Like,
well, I'm actually going through a really hard time in my life right now, so you can go suck yourself.
I can only imagine what kids nowadays are going through, because we didn't have nearly as much, you know, in front of our faces, as much just temptation and just fantasy stuff as we do now, or as kids nowadays do. Even adults, like, we still have to like struggle with like self-image issues, because there's all these things of just like perfection all in our faces that aren't really perfection. It's like just like the idea of what perfection is, you know. Internet wise, I've noticed people care obviously more about your physical aesthetic than they do to care about your mental wellness. Like, hello, we're all humans, we got deep things going on. That's why it's important to just keep a very solid foundation. Thankfully, I have amazing friends that, you know, bring me back to reality and just like remind me that, you know, not to let this like idea or this world to take away from the person I am inside. Our society is one big facade. Like, I can say this especially because I am a part of, essentially, I don't want to say a part of the problem because I love what I do, but modeling, it's not real life. It's not at all. And there's so much more to us as people, and so much more than to strive to be this image that most people will never be able to accomplish. Say if we reach a goal of like physical perfection, then what? What else do we have to offer? Like, what else is there? Because I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be beautiful, but we are who we are, and there's multiple ways of being beautiful. It doesn't have to be all physical, you know. And at the end of the day, you're going to exude what you're feeling inside. It's going to be shown. People are going to see you for who you are, whether it's ugly or beautiful. You know, I'm not talking about the way you look physically. It's just your insides. So, you know, you need to work on the inside. We need to work on the inside. It's going to be a long process. We all are going to have these stupid little issues because of society. Comparing ourselves is the absolute worst thing we can do. We are all individually here to bring some individual bombness in this world.
It's like a storytelling time.
Made me feel kind of better. Hopefully it made someone else feel better. I don't know. Our so-called physical flaws that we believe that we have aren't things that are going to make us less lovable. Like, when it comes to people that deserve who we are, you know, like, sheesh.
And things you can't change about yourself should never be attacked. Like, who does that? It's just rude. It's not nice, and you're gonna get bad karma if you're one of those people.
Change the things you can and accept the things you cannot change. So, yeah, and don't attack the things on other people that they can't change, and don't even attack them on yourself, because it's, what the heck? It's just how we are, people. Sheesh. You know, holler at me. Tell me how you feel. If I hurt your feelings, if I made you feel better, whatever. I would like to know. But, yeah, okay. I love you guys, and I hope this helps someone, because it helped me talk about it, because I feel like I have not been able to really talk about it. And yeah, you guys are the bomb. And sorry about the fan. Love you guys though.